Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem, The Road to Ruin, an FE7 ROM hack by Primefusion. My name is Pandan, and I will be your host today as we continue on with Chapter 4x of this great ROM hack. So, last time we escaped, and now we're getting into something new. So, curious to see what this next chapter is. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first of the generic chapters, so that should be interesting. But we'll go through that as we see it. But anyhow, as the mercenaries try to escape from Axum, another tale begins to unfold. The Axumian Knight Aaron is stationed at a town north of Vance's location. Home to a large garrison of soldiers, the town is likely to be targeted by Cerberus. Aaron will learn firsthand about the horrors war can bring. Aaron. Ch4x, a warrior's oath. All appears quiet, but for how long? This war has been moving like wildfire. And for what? What can be gained from all this? What can either side possibly, hope to achieve? What was Cerberus thinking when they started this? Corporal Aaron. What is it? I bring word from the captain. We've received reports that Cerberus is on the move. This village will be under siege in any moment, sir. What does the captain want us to do? Much of the town has been evacuated through the underground passages. Right now, many of our men are at home with their families. One last goodbye before the hammer falls. We need to find them and have them report for duty. The situation will become dire soon and we need them. Knowing some of them, they're likely trying to get a drink at the bar. Alright, let's get moving. Yes, sir. In this chapter, you'll be controlled generic soldiers. You'll likely find able soldiers in their homes with their families. Visit the homes in order to recruit them for battle. Should any of these soldiers fall, the chapter will continue on unaffected. However, a word of caution. If Aaron dies, it's game over. Be careful. Ooh, FE6 music. Alright. So this is the first of the generic chapters. These chapters get a bit of a bad rap because some people will argue like they don't really serve a point, and that's true. Like Aaron, who we'll see right here, he doesn't join us in our main group until later. He doesn't gain any experience or levels as well. Or if he does, it's not reflected. Like he gets auto-leveled anyway in the next chapter. So there isn't, let's see. So yeah, so there's not like a ton of incentive to like really do much here besides just like try not to die. Let's try this out. And then we'll go here. And you recruit generics by going to the houses. Figures. The one time I need booze and I'm all out. Went through the last of my stores a week ago, I think. Can't roll luck too well. Many dots. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I'll fight this one sober. Let me at him. Alright. Alright, we're here. Let's make our preparations. Sir, what are your orders? We're here because this town has its own garrison. Ignoring the troops would cost us dearly. We can't afford to be attacked from behind. Understood, sir. Good. Then order the men into position. We'll begin in earnest. Now, it looks like Cerberus is already here. They're here far sooner than anticipated. Our troops inside still getting ready. Who knows how long till help arrives. We'll have to rally the men in town quickly. How long we hold here will decide the battle. You're an archer, right? Have you ever used the ballista before? Well, I'm new and I don't know what that is. It's a really big bow. You shoot people with it. There's a few here in town. Use them to weaken the enemy. Well, I'll try. If you can't figure it out, maybe another soldier knows. We have to move now. Let's go. Alright. So I went for the ballista because I'm just going to wrap around here. So yeah, there's not really like any incentive to do this any one particular way. You don't get any rewards or anything like that. You're doing this mostly for style points. We'll put Aaron's animations on, and we'll leave everyone else's off. Daddy, don't go. We miss you too much. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I have to go. Dad, I want to fight too. I want to show those thugs. Absolutely not, young man. You take your sister and evacuate with everyone else. But Dad, No buts, mister. Get moving. Okay, I'll keep Emily safe. Just promise you'll come back to us. I'll do my best, son. Daddy, no. Come on, Emily, we have to go. See, what I like about these chapters is, like, from a narrative standpoint, just, like, it just kind of shows, like, the more human cost of the war. And it's like, not everyone gets to be, like, this grand hero or whatever. It's like, there's just, like, some generic dudes who have to fight. And they're people. Like, you could argue that these chapters, like, are better served as, like, it's an interactive cutscene in a lot of ways. That's a nice crit. Welcome to the show, Aaron. Yeah, he doesn't get any experience here. So this is really just, like, a major interactive cutscene. Which is fun. It's like a fun little challenge map. Let's see. So yeah, we're just gonna keep moving through. But it is interesting, right? Like how much Fire Emblem gameplay breaks down once you don't have like an incentive to really move. Like this like chapters of very little consequence. I can use whatever weapons I want, kill whoever I want with whomever. Okay. Here we go. O'Reilly, Ch4x attacking the town. Look at this guy's mug, man. We appreciate that you stayed open for one more drink, but you've got to get out like the other folks. Hogwash, ain't going anywhere, lads. But O'Reilly. First, Ch4x drives away all my customers. Now they're trying to burn my town down. Now I've had enough of this stinking war. It's time for me to do something about it. What are you gonna do, O'Reilly? Before I ran this bar, I was a brawler. Learned a lot about fighting and all that. It's been a while since I last tussled. My fire is lit, now I'm gonna fight. We're gonna go out there and give them what for. You lads with me? To the bitter end. This dude is just Warpath. Let's show them what we're made of. Alright, who's first? It's time to kick some ass. Alright, we get to talk to O'Reilly here. Say, aren't you? What is it, lad? There's fighting to be had, not chatter. You're the barkeep, right, O'Reilly? That I am. I've had enough of these damn Ch4x whelps. I've been hearing a word of their attacks start Axum. And now they dare bring the battle here. It's time for me to pick up the old axe again. You've got fighting experience, huh? Perfect. We need all the help we can get. By the way, my name's Aaron. Well, Aaron, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to fighting. This guy's like South Park's interpretation of Russell Crowe. Okay, so... got all these generic dudes. I like how they all have like the slightly different portraits. So yeah, there's no real reason for me to do much here. So this is kind of where the chapter starts to break down, as it's like, I could just like play around, but I don't really have much reason to. I'd be curious if there's anything that you get by like visiting all the houses or something like that. I'd never heard of anyone being able to actually do it. I'd have to look at the game's like code and builder or something like that to see. But it's a very novel idea. Rip Axum. Yep. Yeah, so you're basically like at this major disadvantage. It's a good way of like it's a way of highlighting like the nature of the war and what's going on and like what's happening. It introduces O'Reilly and Aaron. But other than that, like, does it serve much purpose? Not really. I'm just constantly like running around trying to recruit things before my guys die. No drink to be had, everyone is left. No more laughter or good times, just cold hard brick. That's sad. O'Reilly. Oh, we can turn on O'Reilly's animations too, I guess, because he's gonna be he becomes playable as well later. I find that O'Reilly can be overshadowed by Hugo, but why not both? So Sabaris is at our doorstep, are they? This is it, my time for vengeance has come. They killed my brother in battle 5 days ago. He was all I had since my folks died of illness. Then Sabaris stripped me of my last of my family, but now I'll return the favor in full. Edgy Myrmidon. And I don't even think you can like trade items to the other guys either because the inventory is reset. You kind of just need to ride this one out. I think this kind of chapter I think could work. Oops, rip that guy. Yeah, you just get completely like outmatched. This chapter could work if there was more incentive. I can visit in with the ballista, that's neat. Looks like those folks already left. And what's this? They must have left it behind. An elixir? No, I didn't need that. Mr. Ballista Man, no! Dang, I'm gonna have to make a run for it. Again, like, my main goal right now is not dying. As much as I want to style on this, I don't feel like dying. Let's show off some O'Reilly palette. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm definitely not playing this super well. My archer's definitely dead. Let's go. This guy's going out in a blaze of glory. Yep. Man, it's like really sad when they say all these things about their families and stuff, and then you just like die immediately. It's amazing how much more you sympathize with green units when they're all you have. That guy not being... That house being an elixir and not an actual dude really hurt. I do want to save this guy, though, because I do need that elixir. Yeah, let's go. Alright, now exit, item, heal up. I mean... Again. Let's go. I do think because this chapter is like so hard, it would be fun to like try and do challenge runs of it. Like I might keep a save at this chapter just to go back to it at some point. And do like a proper like, can I recruit everyone challenge? I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's meant to be possible. But that's just kind of how it goes. Alright, I think O'Reilly's gonna, let's see, can you visit here? Empty. Seems they took all the valuables they carry. There's nothing left here. Great. Alright, so we did that. We're gonna need that elixir, I think, on Aaron. Oops, I shouldn't have traded both over, but whatever. You did us. You served us well, Archer Man. Sponging hits. Basically, I don't even know if O'Reilly like doesn't get recruited. Oh no, poisoned and dead. This is looking real bad. The generics get bonked so quickly, man. Alright, I have 2 turns of this crap. Okay. Alright, this is all we can do right now. We kind of got stuck in this bad spot. Okay, Aaron. Aaron's doing a nice job of not getting hit. Except right there. Spoke too soon. Thankfully, Prime made Aaron pretty competent. I would like to just, like, get the heck out of here, though. Can you double this guy, please? This Ironblade dude. There's, like, I'm hoping that, like, at the end of this turn, I'll have a path clear so I can just, like, get the heck out of there. And just get into a slightly better position. I'm worried about those fighters coming after Aaron. Thankfully, they're using hand axes. Does the other guy reach? I think he can. Oh, God. No, this is going to be the end. If this is the end, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, thank God. Oh, this worked out really well. Alright, so... Actually, I think it might be better just holding out there. And Aaron just is going to go over here. Hold on to the crystal lens. I'm so glad I got this elixir, though. Was that not the most clutch play of all time? Man, like, there's really just, like, nothing you can do here. Just save ourselves some trouble later. Alright. Hopefully O'Reilly can hang. Okay, goes for Aaron. That's good. Split the defense. Dodge it. Clutch dodge. Okay. Yeah, this chapter is really just like hoping and praying. I mean, maybe I could have played this a bit better. But, like, you saw what I did. Like, not really much else I could do. Alright. Ha ha. I don't know how much longer I can fight. Where'd those extra generics come from? And now you're green. I like how the ballista's still in the house, though. How many troops do they have? We keep fighting, but there's no end to it. Honey, I brought home a ballista. Okay, we need to turn the tide somehow. Oh, it's the captain. Legendary generic. Alright, man, attack formation. Look at this dude's gold, like, face mask. Let's show these Sabaris curs what we're made of. Where were these generics for the past 10 turns? Like, holy crap. Captain, you made it. Looks like I arrived just in time, Corporal. Good job holding them back for so long. But this battle is far from over. Don't get comfy. Ouch. Even with your arrival, things are still at a stalemate. Sabaris came well prepared. I don't know if I would have called this stalemate before, Aaron. You were pretty in rough shape. This will likely be a very bloody battle. We've got no choice but to keep fighting. Come, we press on. Hours later. Sir, we've searched the entire town. All the survivors are assembled here. 1, 3, just 6 of us left, huh? We defeated the enemy, but the cost was great. May the fallen find peace. And may brighter days come to the families left behind. You're the bartender, right? I watched you fight and I'm impressed. I used to be a brawler back in the day. I got into a lot of bar fights. What will you do now? The townsfolk is all evacuated to other cities. They likely won't come back until this war ends, not without a garrison to protect them at least. Since my job has been taken from me, I've only got one choice, to keep fighting. Cut down those bastards that started this war, and then we can all try to find some peace again. I see, we'd best get moving then. What will we do now, sir? We bury our own and make a pyre of the enemy. Then we make for the nearest fort. We'll receive our next orders there. I have a feeling there is a long, bloody road ahead. I hope you two are ready. I will fight to win peace for my country. That was the vow I took when I was knighted. There's nothing left for me here. Fighting in the motherland is all I can do. And let's try to win back peace for the motherland. For Axum. Alright, so that was 4x. So, I'm really conflicted about how I feel about this chapter. I think narratively it's interesting. Gameplay-wise, it really isn't fun to play. Like, it's a good case study on, like, how a good part of, like, Fire Emblem gameplay in the context of, like, a normal playthrough is contingent on growing units and, like, managing resources. When it's kind of just, like, a freebie, it's just like, all right, like, let me just get back to the main thing. So it's like, do I think the concepts could work? Yes. Do I think that this concept is bad? No. Do I think that this could have been done better? Oh, yeah. But do I think it's as bad as people give it credit for? I don't think so. I mean, it's a cutscene. It's an interactive cutscene. I think you could stand to make it shorter. Like, this recording was 22 minutes, and I didn't really take too much time, and I don't really think I tried very hard. So it's a neat idea. It's innovative. It's experimental for sure. And I could appreciate that Prime tried something different. I think there's some good things to be learned from this. I don't think this is like the perfect format, but that's what you do. You do something, you try it, you learn, and then others will take it and improve upon it. And I think there are other ways you could try and make this concept work in the context of a normal Fire Emblem game. I do think this chapter's fun as like a challenge run, though. I definitely will go back and try that at some point, so I'll make sure I leave a save for it. But other than that, man, like, to the average player coming into this, who just wants to continue like leveling their dudes and doing their thing, like, this is kind of a distraction. So we'll see. I'm curious to see, like, again, like, narratively how Aaron and the captain and O'Reilly play a role in all of this. That I think is where this could be useful. But like, Order of the Crimson Arm did something similar with introducing some characters earlier through guidance, and like they kept their weapons and their levels and things like that, which I think just adds a lot more weight to what it is that you're doing. Versus here, it's just like, it doesn't really matter. I just kind of want to get through it. I gain nothing by playing the chapter. So incentive is an important part of making any map work. Regular maps will work because your incentive is like, I get experience from fighting things. That's the game. This chapter, I don't get any experience from fighting things. I don't get any rewards for doing anything or achieving a specific end. So it begs the question, what's the point? So yeah, it's an interactive cutscene. Again, cool idea, very experimental. I appreciate that. I think there are ways this could have been done a little bit better, and ways that would have incentivized the player to just care a little bit more about actually playing through the map versus just trying not to get killed and getting through it. So that's my take on this generic chapter. I think there's one more upcoming. But yeah, for 20 minutes or so, like, not nearly as bad as I think a lot of people... Like, people will, like, really crap on this hack because of these chapters. And I'm like, a small part in a much larger narrative. There are quote unquote bad chapters in every game, or chapters that aren't fun to play. I don't think this one just needs an incentive. That's it. Like this chapter gets fixed if like Aaron could level, or if like you get a reward that you can keep, or if you could save items or whatever. But I understand also the challenges of that when you have a bunch of generics who don't matter. You can just like stockpile a bunch of free things. So pros and cons, pros and cons. But cool idea. Anyhow, this was Chapter 4X, A Warrior's Oath. We're playing Fire Emblem, The Road to Ruin, and FE7 romhack by Primefusion. My name is Panda, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, if you love someone, don't hesitate to tell them. Alright, until then, take care.